Welcome back to page 121. I know I'm in kind of a minority with this, but I love the Fiend Folio. I love this book when it came out. I remember grabbing a copy right away. As soon as my girlfriend saw it, now my wife, she ran out and got a copy. I've always enjoyed the Fiend Folio, or as we used to call it, the Friend Folio. Today we're going to take a look at one of the most fearsome monsters ever to stalk the pages of the Fiend Folio, and that's the Disenchanter. If you want to see a group of player characters wet themselves, this is the guy for you. The Disenchanter, very rare, 1 to 2 appearing, that's all you're going to need. AC 5, 12-inch move, 5 hit dice. 1 attack, special, see below. Can only be hit by magical weapons, which is awesome defense for a creature called the Disenchanter. The Disenchanter resembles a spindly dromedary-like animal with a long, flexible, and muscular snout, which can extend as much as 5 feet from the head in attack. It is a pale electric blue in color and slightly translucent. Sometimes it even can be seen, even seems to be shimmer. There can be a shimmer. It shimmers. Sometimes their syntax is a little tough to get through. So basically, it's like a camel with an aardvark nose. The creature has the power to detect magical dweomer from magical armor, shields, swords, and the like, on which it feeds, drawing its sustenance from the powerful enchantments such items carry. It's reasonably discerning in this power, being able, for instance, to distinguish between armor of etherealness and +1 armor with the British U, because this is a British book, and selecting the former as containing a stronger radiation. Should the beast encounter a party of adventurers, it will attempt to detect the most powerful magic item present and will attempt, as its attack, to fasten its snout onto the item in question. If it scores a hit, it will drain the magical power, leaving the item unmarked but non-magical. Referees will have to consider the ease with which the Disenchanter would be able to attack a particular item, despite the dexterity of its snout. Generally speaking, it will attempt a relatively simple disenchantment, say on a magic shield in easy reach, rather than attempt to more powerful attacks, say on a powerful magic item hidden in a backpack or sheath. Disenchanter can only be hit by magical weapons, but these will not lose their enchantment in hitting the beast. Only with its snout can the creature disenchant magical items. No one has ever discovered a Disenchanter lair, nor come to any proven conclusion about its metabolism, which at least can be described as curious. So cool little beastie. The Fiend Folio was a British production. It was made up of a bunch of creatures that had been created for D&D across the pond, and then it was put together in this book and then sold here in the United States. I absolutely love this book. Disenchanter, you will absolutely see player characters running from these as fast or faster than from a rust monster. Disenchanters are very powerful. I do generally make the Disenchanter roll a hit against an armor class of the character. So if the character is an armor class of 0, then the Disenchanter has to roll to hit armor class 0. Now, if the Disenchanter is up against somebody who is using a magical shield, then I add +4 to the Disenchanter's chance to hit, because that's going to be the strongest, most obvious magic item right there in its face. Now, it says it discerns between the two, but so if that same player has a stronger magic sword and a bag of holding on his back, the Disenchanter's still going to eat the shield. I mean, let's face it, all of us will have an appetizer before we go for the main meal. So I've always played the Disenchanter that way. It's not going to pass up magic that's right there, literally in its face. In this case, the shield. It's going to attach its little nose to the shield and it's going to drain it dry. There is notably no saving throw. If the item is touched by the nose, if the armor class is rolled, then the item is disenchanted. I think that's actually pretty powerful. Depending on the item, if it's a really strong sword, like we'll say a Vorpal sword, I will generally give a Vorpal sword a saving throw. I'll figure out a saving throw. I'll probably go to the charts and have it save versus magic or something. If it's a relatively weak thing like +1 shield, yeah, I'm not going to give it a saving throw. The Disenchanter is going to get it. Now, this thing also moves at 12 inches. That's generally the pace the party moves at. So the party's best action with this creature is to attack it from a distance, try to stay away from it. Now, if the creature smells the magical food that the party's carrying, the creature's going to chase the party. They're not real intelligent, they're just hungry. If the party were to then turn and start firing bows at them, or better still, magic, like a lightning bolt or a fireball, a magic missile, that is going to actually harm the disenchanter and will actually run it off or kill it. So the smart party just keeps its distance and does what it can from range. Disenchanter is a great monster to have if the party, when they're running from the monster, runs flat into another group of monsters. I had a game years ago, that old club I used to run, about a 6th level party at the time, and they were getting a little sassy for all their powerful magic, so I threw a disenchanter in there, and they were running from the disenchanter and ran smack into a group of bugbears. So while they had to stop to melee the bugbears, the disenchanter came up from behind them and started sucking down on their magic. It was a really cool mix of the two monsters inadvertently helping each other, and definitely kept the players on their toes from that point forward the rest of the night. But that's all I've got to say about Disenchanter. I absolutely love this little beastie. I enjoy putting it in the game. I still will pop it in. You can put this guy even in a high level game. It's still going to make the players kind of step back and watch themselves for a little while. Put one of these in with a rust monster and see what happens. That'd be a lot of fun. That's all I got to say today for page 121. If you like the channel, please like and subscribe. I appreciate everybody putting up with my more limited videos that I've been able to do lately. We have a family situation with a family member who needs round-the-clock care, and I'm not able to put as much time into the channel as I had. So thank you for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you next time on page 121.